God bless you guys. It's October 11th, 2025. I'm a little late today. I appreciate all you guys. And God loves all you guys. God is happiness. We already have this joy filling us. We are radiating it. We are happiness. Hello, Rakia. That's a nice name. We have to really try to not be happy. It's almost obscure. Because happiness is radiating off of us. So if something has naturally happened, you have to force it to feel something else or to stop that. Hello from Germany. You are that. God is happiness. Anything that's living is happy. So everything that's around us and in the world is happiness. Hello from Las Vegas. There's none of that to pass. You literally have to force yourself to not be happy. God wants you to be happy. Your life wants to be happy. Only you can block it. We're here to be happy and to spread your joy. It's not just for you. It's for every living thing. And it's love for everything. If you're really filled with joy, then you give joy to the world. And it's not just about me, me, me. A lot of people get stuck in their head and they think this whole life is just about them. If the life was just about you, nothing else would exist. There would be no other people, and there would be none of this. So you should be happy almost every day, getting happier. Because if you're learning, if you're becoming smarter, then you would keep tweaking your happiness. Feel free to ask anything down below. I don't know what that is, Silent 9. Yeah. Yeah. It is. Yeah. Yeah, it is, Jakey. Jojo Few, why should I answer you if you're going to talk like that? Hello, Nana. Yeah. Everyone should be happy. There's no reason not to be. It's your natural state. Sadness is a way to happiness. Yeah, the whole reason you're sad is to experience this limited experience of sadness, which is not who you really are. It's constriction. It's stopping the flow of life. And so when you experience sadness, then you want to experience happiness because it's the best feeling in the world. And so is love. They coincide together. So when you're sad, there's nothing wrong with being sad. Now, the problem is, if you're sad once and you keep being sad, you've already experienced sad. You've already seen sadness. You know what it is. So you don't have to keep going back and feeling sadness. All sadness really is trying to be happy. It's the same thing with anger. Your anger is not evolving. You've been angry once. Okay, that's fine. You've been angry twice. You've been angry so many times in your life. It's the same thing over and over and over. You create the feeling of anger inside of you. That's why you feel the anger inside of you. And you block the happiness. No one wants to feel anger. I don't care who it is. Because it sucks to feel it. It's a limitation. And it's not who you really are. So all anger is trying to be happiness. We are here to love, comfort, and understand. That's true. We can't be happy all the time. That's a belief. And most people aren't happy all the time. So you don't see this. But you can be happy all the time. You won't lose the pleasure of being happy. That's what you think, or a belief somebody installed in your head, and that will limit you from being happy all the time by thinking you can't be happy all the time. I was happy pretty much 95% of my life. Yeah. For no reason. The other 5%, I was learning lessons of how I was giving away my happiness. And I was learning those lessons were teaching me to be happy again and to love everything and every situation. Yeah. The sun isn't shining today. Hello, Impulsive Alien. Accept sadness to be happy again? No, it's just seeing that whatever you're sad about, you're creating it by labeling it sad. So whatever you think is sad, it's because you think that. But if you see it as, oh, this is a possibility, this situation, it's actually a good thing. Okay? Yeah. Happiness is always there. Again, it's just flowing out of you. If you're living is happiness. The life inside of you is beaming with life. Else you wouldn't be alive. And this is always the eternal source of happiness. It doesn't die. Yeah. The only reason you won't feel your happiness is because you cover it up with sadness or anger, which are false representations of who you are. So I could be, this is the thing, and I'll read some comments. You can be sad, and that's okay. You can be sad about anything. Anything. You can be mad about anything. Literally, anything. But you pick something so specific, one little thing, and you get mad about it or sad about it. You pinpoint this on your mind. Usually you do it unconsciously, unknowingly. And then it runs your life. AKA ruins your life. The emotion literally takes over you. So, let's just say, for example, I'm happy. I don't even have a reason to be happy. I'm mad. Oh, I hate this YouTube live. Why is there not enough people in here? Why is everybody not watching me? Why is there clouds up there? I hate this. I hate that the life isn't going how I want it. I didn't wake up early enough for this live. You create anything you hate. Now, all of that I made up. I can say the same thing about sadness. Oh, I'm sad that I woke up today. I'm sad I can't eat food. I'm sad because the whole world's sad. I'm sad because I couldn't tie my shoes earlier. So you can be sad. You can literally pick anything you want, and be sad about it. Same thing with anger. What people usually do is they pinpoint something and it's objective, and they stay focused on something they hate, which isn't true. It's not really them. And they have one perspective that ruins their whole day and their whole life. Do you see how you can pick anything to be mad at? There's nothing you value, even something very, very small. You spilt milk. You lost a penny. You get mad at that. Or it goes all the way up to, oh, somebody died. I'm mad. Or someone said this on TV. My house caught on fire. My girlfriend cheated on me. / boyfriend. You literally create that in your head. It doesn't matter what it is. You can be mad at anything. But you usually pinpoint one thing and then stay with it. Do you see how you can be sad about anything? You're just basically over-exaggerating whatever it is. Same thing with anger. God bless you guys. You can also be happy about everything. It's literally your choice. That's when you're using the logical mind. This is what I'm talking about. But naturally, the feeling of your life, it's happiness. It's overflowing with happiness. It basically can't even be stopped. It can only be stopped once you label something as not happy. Well, Jojo, don't talk about it, actually donate money. I'm not a talker. I'm straight full of action. I've always been this way. I already have peace, Jennifer. I can't get more peace than feeling peaceful. Yeah, don't listen to the world. I agree. Because the world is just an emotional whirlpool. They say misery loves company. Because misery is, once you are miserable for so long, first of all, it captivates you. And then you get sick of being miserable. Because it can't be sustained. And you want to get out of it, which is happiness. We only feel everything that's not love, everything that's not happiness, just so we can feel these limitations and then bring us back to happiness and love. And this all sounds like a great story, but we can be happiness right now. We can spread our joy. You can actually turn your whole physiology around instantly. That's how it happens anyway. This is the story of life. It's the story of creation. We think we are something, and such as happiness or anger. This is the whole story of life. We limit ourselves, we become constricted, and then we eventually let that all go. All of what we don't want to be, all our mislabels. Hello, Mufasa. How's dingleberry picking going? And get drunk on stream? I don't really like I don't like the feeling that drinking gives me. If there was a bottle of raw wine, maybe even raw liquor, like actual raw, not some pasteurized stuff, then I would take a few sips. Sure. There's something called righteous anger. You can justify anything you want. You can justify anything you want. And that's your belief. I don't want to feel anger. I recommend never to feel anger, because it's not who you are. And two, the whole reason not to feel angry is because it feels bad. It sucks to be angry. I'm not saying you don't have to be angry or you can't be angry. Be angry all you want. You can be angry the rest of your life. Go ahead. I haven't been angry in 12 years. Because, one, I feel the happiness inside of me. Two, I have the Lord. Three, I always do what I want to do. Yeah. And the most important one out of all of that is I felt anger the last time when I was like 19 or 18. And I realized I'm the one creating the anger. I don't have to be angry. I don't like the feel of it. Now, righteous anger, you can justify anything. You could justify why you created a genocide. You could justify Hitler. You could justify why you did anything, why you killed somebody. Yeah. And you killing somebody, it isn't bad. Nothing is bad. You're just labeling it. Now, if it makes you feel bad, it will make you feel bad before you even do it. Because that's how God talks to you. God talks to you through what is right. You have to feel it. And what is wrong. Morning, MK. Thank you, Carrie and Joe. All anger turns into resolution. Yeah, anger, funny enough, it wants to not be angry anymore. I know the feeling sucks. There's people that say, oh, I got to get my anger out. And they'll go punch a punching bag. You're just expressing your anger. Meanwhile, you could be creating more anger. That's what being angry does. If you ever see someone that's angry, I grew up around these people. Trust me, it's how I know. They get angry. When they are angry, they get angry at everything. Every little thing. They'll be like, why me? Why me? They'll say, like, I have bad timing. I have bad luck. No, you're just categorizing that. Everything is good. God is always working for you. Time, it's always for you. If you see it as good and as positive, as it is, then it is. If you see it as bad or negative, well, then you're gonna see the world as bad, and you're gonna perpetually see it that way. Until when? Well, until you change it to a positive. Until you see it as good. Once someone is negative, you perpetually are in a state of negativity until you change your thoughts about whatever. That just shows how negativity is a trap in itself. More importantly, anyone that gets angry, why they're getting angry, they're not accepting life. Because it's something that already happened. So they're just literally not accepting what's going on. They're in disbelief, which is causing the problem. That it actually happened, but they don't believe it. So of course you're going to be mad because you're trying to resist something that actually happened. And more importantly, it's in the past. Everything is in the past. So you get angry about the idea that it's in the past. What am I sipping on? I'm sipping on some raw red wine. No, I'm sipping on, it's black tea. And yeah, it's just black tea with a little bit of milk in it. Which is called red rose tea. But I just did that as something like really quick. You'll donate 20. I'm going to speed up to the beginning of the comments. But I don't even know where to like get liquor, or wine. God bless you, Red Bandit. Hello, Carol. Why do I do the quotes? Because one hand is holding the phone, and I have to move around my other hand. It's just... You're trying to convert your wife's Muslim? just speak the truth. And don't resist. Don't resist her. You gotta that's the key. You can't force anybody. I'll never force you to do anything. I will never hate you. And I will never judge anyone. And, hold on, there's a squirrel. See, I'm not judging this squirrel. I don't hate this squirrel. I'm not judging this tree. Oh, it's missing a tooth. I hate this tree. This tree's ugly. Why is this here? Why is it even called a tree? I'm not judging the tree. But for some reason, you want to judge somebody else. You want to judge the squirrel. Leave all that up to God. But you can never force anybody to do anything. And even if you do physically force them or torment them, they're still going to revolt against you. You won't change their mind. They'll grow hate towards you. They'll grow resistance towards you. Anytime you try to force anybody. So you can recommend your wife to be Christian, but you got to accept how everybody is. You can't get upset about it. You just accept everything that's going on in the world. Just do this. Allow it all to be. And something magical happens. Well, you don't get upset anymore. You feel free. You feel content. You feel happy. Instead of forcing your beliefs, trying to control something outside of you, you're never going to control everything outside of you. Simply, there's too much to control. Even if you could control a certain area, you would spend all your energy to control it. It would make you so mad. You'd be in fear of losing control. And you would spend your whole life, all your time, trying to maintain this control over this area. It's pointless, what I'm getting at, to try to control anything. Let's just say we could even take that to an extreme, because people love sex. If you could force two people on you at one time and control them and have them do whatever you want to you, you really wouldn't like it. You would actually want them to not be controlled and have their free will, their free desire or will to do it to you, and they would do it in their own way, and it would make you feel the best. Compared the control into people, like you had puppet strings on them, it would feel dull. It would be a misconception. It'd be fake. Pulling power, maybe. I can't believe he's still talking about bacon. He was talking about this like days ago. Great teaching. Thank you, Mandate. Yeah. You only think you want control, but once you give up all control, life has a certain guidance, and that will guide you to what is right. It's called your intuition. And a fun fact about it is, most people don't know this, you can feel your life 24/7. So first you become aware of your thoughts and how you feel about everything. Then you concentrate, and you can always pick what's right. Okay? The thing is, once you give up trying to control everything in your life, uncontrolled, you feel free. You let everything be. This is the number one teaching that the devil doesn't understand, or someone evil. They're trying to control the outside. You want to control the inside. Simply don't react to the world. The reaction is not happening outside, aka catching feelings, which are, I'm talking about emotions. They're not happening outside of you. They're happening in your mind. You're creating them. Your best friend, and this isn't bad, your best friend is just a description. It's very profound if you think about it. But it's just another person. Or a person. How's it going? Terrific. Because beyond the description of your best friend, which is something you prescribe in your mind, describe, there's no way to define them. They're just another human being. So it's whatever you think about them. Literally, that's all they are, is what you think about them. Someone else, this is why I'm saying this, could think the whole opposite of what you think about them. They could describe them completely different. And it's just, these are just descriptions. It's not actually who they are. They're just a a human being, a life form. Can God create a stone so heavy it cannot be lifted? It's possible. But then again, anything's possible. Yeah, everything is all small stuff. You only put value intrinsically. You value this more, and you value this less. But you create the value, and thus it hurts you when something more valuable happens. Hello, outlaw. That is true. The same wants that you have now, if they're not dropped or fulfilled, you will take those thoughts to the afterlife. And I'll tell you the biggest secret about the afterlife right now, on the benefit of me. This space inside your head, what's going on right now, this consciousness, this is what you take when you die with you. So all your thoughts, your judgments, and ideas, more importantly, addictions and unfilled desires, you take all of this space that you're seeing out of right now, you don't lose this. This is who you are. The Grand Master Secret. You will lose your body. Okay? But this is actually an energy, and this was what carries the thoughts of who you are. So, if you're real addicted to how you look, someone who's a model, and you're really addicted, when you go to the afterlife, you won't even know you're there, because your idea is so addicted to your body or the form you were that you carry this to the afterlife. You basically still think you are a body. You do. So you don't even know that you've left the body. Yeah. Or you've died. Thank you, D. I think bacon, I know that one guy's been saying that for like days now. He took some time off. Maybe he had enough bacon to satisfy him. But I think baking is one of the best foods for the human body. Yeah. There goes the neighborhood. Knowing what's best for yourself and doing that is not. Yeah. That's right. Bridget. I agree with you, Sunny Hall. Life is beautiful. Be happy. If you accept love into your life, you will know Jesus Christ. You will know God. This is the only way to know them. They are more than an idea. You can actually feel them. They are the feel of love. Yeah. You're, even when you think about Jesus or God, you actually also want to feel them. Thank you, D. Yeah. Can I Zoom call with Jesus? Yes, you can. What's up, boss? Everything in life is beautiful. There's no reason to see it any other way. Yeah. The greatest thing to feel is happiness. Everybody wants love, so love everything you do. Treat everything with love. People, animals. You can even treat your fridge with love. If you don't, let's say, take care of your house, God allowed your house to be, but if you don't take care of it, we're going to talk about it, because even your house is living in a certain way, because you know that the atoms, buzz, are moving. And the whole point of this story is treat everything with reverence. But let's say you have a house and you don't take care of it. Spider webs go up on there. The roof leaks. Water creates mold. There becomes a musty smell. Maybe a rat died in there. Then cockroaches invest in there. You're still living in this house. And now your house has this aura of ghostly things, almost like Halloween house. Now your house, because it's dirty and uncleansed, that now it can attract negative energy. Okay? So when you treat something with love, clean, you respect it, then it has good vibrations. You attract godly things, angels, and more importantly, good luck. Hello, Samuel Levin. You can feel the plants. That's anybody that takes a substance. They're just trying to feel the plant. They're actually tuning into the frequency of the plant. You can actually feel the plant through concentration and witnessing without actually doing it. How's it going? Beautiful dog. On Mount, I don't know, Mount Sinina. God can appear in forms. So that's how Moses would see him. Could also be a metaphor, like someone said. Can you pet that dog? Yeah. Thank you, Sign Racer. Source on all this? We can all feel this. It's underneath all your ideas and all your emotions. These are subtracting us or dividing us. We are the feel of life. You can indulge in the feel of it where you aren't thinking and you become the feel of life. So you become the liveliness which is inside of you. It is you. Thoughts are all conceptions. Doesn't matter if they're good or bad. More importantly, all of this that's going on in the world, this all has a fundamental vibration. It all has one feel. This is what they call God. And if you tap into the feel, then you feel all of existence. You feel completely satisfied. You feel all of reality. You become the most happy you'll ever be. And you'll feel God. Also, people are going to be like, oh, but I'm not thinking, so how will I know how to do things? God will guide you. In fact, this is the best. He will guide you to everywhere you need to go through the feel of life. Because once we feel life, we tunnel that connection to Him, to everything. Quack, quack. And I don't want this to make it seem abstract, as if you can't get this. Everybody can get this. And everybody's felt this at one time before, usually multiple times throughout the day. The problem is, you keep getting caught and pulled back into the mind, the focus. When you focus in the mind for too long, it becomes me, 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 me. It becomes all about you. And you're not focusing on the whole life outside of you. You're not focused on the care and love for everybody else and everything. So why people do feel God every day. You could say going into that state. And everyone's trying to get there because it's the best feeling. It is the only real feeling. But why people don't stay in it or go back into the mind, they don't have awareness to what is going on. It happens all the time. It's always on. So when you listen to music, you go into a trance. You like the music because you stop thinking, especially if you're dancing. But you're not aware because you're so caught up in the music or in the trance. You're not aware that you actually stopped thinking. So you can't hold the feeling of life, of Christ, because you're simply not aware. Yeah, if you know God, you should understand, love thy neighbor. Yeah, it's not a concept. It's something you actually feel. When you feel love throughout your whole body, you don't have to try to love anybody. It happens effortlessly. It's your natural state. Yeah. Yeah, his pain, Toby, is just to bring us back to love. Same thing with the anger. As we did say before, anger is just hidden happiness. It's an opportunity of happiness. Thank you, Samuel. Samuel. You're a gentle soul too. The thing is, when someone's so conceited in their mind and obsessed with money, greed, it's hard for them to hear this. It's hard for them to understand the Bible. It's hard for them to even listen to anybody. So, I'm glad some people have ears and eyes to see. And this, the same gentleness in me, Samuel, it's in you too. And in fact, it's in everybody. Yeah. We're just guiding each other back to God, the love of reality. Not to love any specific thing, just to love life itself. You're living, that is the greatest blessing. Yeah. And really, that's all there is. You may conceptualize something and think you're something else. You may be trapped in anger, but that will all go away. Yeah. The neck cool noons. The best feeling is being at a beach. Yeah, I mean, It's probably the most suitable habitat for the human species. I, this is a secret, but I used to have, you could say, visions of being on a beach in the day, in the sun hitting me. But that's just my, personal vision. Again, I didn't create that vision necessarily. You could even say I did, but it more so called me. And sometime in the future, I will probably be living that. To bash our children against the stones. Well, that could have many interpretations. Yeah. That was written at a different time. So the saying could just simply imply discipline. And I don't know everything in the Bible. It's, yeah. I'm not like someone who got a degree in Bibleology. Thank you, Carol. Karma and bad seed. I don't know. Stop this BS. You're not going to stop me. No one will stop me. And just for your benefit and amusement, trying to stop me it has nothing to do with you. It's fruitless. Why does the devil fake God? Because he wants to be God. He wants love. But that love is already inside of him. Therefore, even the story of man, he searched for the love outside of him. As NW said further up in the comments, the devil tries to control the outside out of fear, but it's never going to actually get him to love. It's a mirage. Why are people judging this man? Because the judgments are happening so fast in their mind, they're simply not aware. They're not paying attention. And one of the greatest teachings, or forgive thy, for who do not know any better. Yeah. So, and people are always going to judge you. Yeah, people have judged me for so many things. I've even had coaches and whatever sport activity I did in school, I don't recommend putting your children or anybody doing them. It's usually up to the parents. Because from my experience, anytime that I've had a coach, even if it was outside of the school, they had sons that were their star player, as if they were born to do that. And outside of school, there's more fairment of actually playing. Everybody wants to play. They don't want to sit and watch. No one wants to do that, especially young kids. But in school, there was always this politics. They somehow, all the families already knew each other. It didn't matter how hard I tried. I would try notably better than everybody else, or harder. But it didn't matter. They already had their favorites. And it was not fun. I wish I could take back all that time. It was worthless. Yeah. I'm not saying it was a bad thing, but when you're young, you don't see the you feel something is going on. You feel something. And when you sign your kids up for these school sports, they all have these judgments inside of them. They all have their own circus they're running. Yeah. And then it's just, yeah. But it's really in the school sports. Yeah. Hello, Renee. Christ consciousness. Yeah. We are right up here. There's a blank space. And in this blank space, you can feel God. You can feel eternal happiness and love. Unexceptionally loved. But this is before you have a thought in the space. So just be aware of the space. Concentrate not only when you're having thoughts, but when you're not having thoughts. This is the time to really concentrate, because then you're filled up with life. Be aware and concentrate between your thoughts. It can be hard to do. And concentrate after your thoughts. Yeah. Because there's just a clean slate. This is what it means to have a sober mind and to have a clear mind. To, even if you do have a thought, it has no hold or effect on you. You see it as is, but then you just see clearly. You see everything that's happening. You quote unquote see why it's happening. Yeah. This is the best time to be alive. You are coming to this acknowledgement. We're all waking up, being purified, overcoming sins, overcoming addictions, which are just routines, and we're letting go of the flesh, of what truly is not us. We can still enjoy this world as we should. God didn't put us here. You can say to punish us. That is one way of looking at it, but not everybody looks at it like that. And I appreciate everybody's perspective, everybody's comments, and input. But God wants us to enjoy our lives. He wants us to laugh, to feel Christ consciousness. He wants us to expand on our joy. You can't keep all the joy to yourself. I mean, you can. He wants us to spread our love. We're here to help each other, to uplift each other. All acting as guides. No one is better than you. I'm not better than you. No one is smarter than you. These are just judgments. Leave that all up to God. The only thing that really matters is how much heart have you showed to the world. Take someone real, a real person, to even say this. Yeah, because it's the realest thing. God's going to judge you, and so you're going to judge yourself of how much you've loved. It's the currency of life. If someone goes to hell, sorry, it's just a purification system. That's why it burns. It stings. It stings all your sins away. They're trying to prevent you from living selfishness. It's actually a good thing. It may not be good while you're there, but yeah. It's all trying to bring you back to the Lord. Yeah. Whether you know it or not. Yeah. And we must, again, help other people. We must spread God's love. Yeah. The very life we are. See you, Randy Marsh. I did read some of your comments, but I was just, I'm really in the zone right now. God bless everyone. Have the best day of your life. Don't hold back your love for no one. If someone hates you, show acceptance. If someone judges you, show them love. Let them be. Oh, are you really in the zone right now? I mean, I just meant I wasn't really looking at the phone. But yeah. Thank you, Carol. Thank you all for being here. I mean, even if you're only in here for a second, take this happiness, spread this love. You don't need me, but you can always use me as a guide. Because the guide is in yourself. What they label as intuition, it's a fancy word, but that is life directing you. It would tell you what's righteous, and it would tell you decipher what is wrong. You're not going to go kick a dog. You know intrinsically that's wrong. If you go and do it, you will feel bad about it. Okay? That's God telling you. So your intuition is really God's spotlight. He's the director. Just as the moon plays. I walked around there real fast. Just as the sun goes up, the air we breathe goes in, our digestive system goes. This is all workings of something. We don't even think about it. It's all in the control of God. And this is why we shouldn't try to control things. We can take action if God is directing us to do this. But if it's out of anger, we have to do it out of love and kindness. If we react out of anger, then we're just going to create more anger, more envy. We're sending that energy out. Okay? When you're angry, you make everything around you angry. Okay? So, again, God is in control of this. Life is in control of this. We have no regards trying to control every little thing. The stuff that feels right, that's meant for you. And why people miss this? Because it's the sixth sense. It's a invisible sense, you could say. It's metaphysical. So in that regards, it can be easily skipped. It can be easily missed. Yeah. But if we tap into it, yeah. Hello, Ghost Samurai. I mean, Eastmeal Berry, that's not disrespecting me, and thanks, I'm honored you said that. I'm not trying to impress anybody. I'm not trying to convince anybody through my appearance. Okay? I do get what you're saying. And if I was to do that, I would have already been aware. And I've already would have done those things. There is a reason why I don't cut my hair and shave it. Okay? But again, that's up to God to judge. And you can think whatever you want. Yeah. But again, I'm not trying to win you over with looks. I want to win you over with my heart. If you get caught up in the looks, well, that's up to you. Again, I can't control how you think and how you feel. And that's a good question. It is. Most importantly, this isn't about me. This is about God. It's about you. It's about your happiness. I want you to be happy. That makes me happy. And makes God happy. Yeah. This is... Sorry. This is all about God's love. We all need to come together as one. Yeah. That's all intrinsically what we want to do, Renee. Hello. Jamal Ludden. Your heart is deceitful. It says a bunch of things with the heart. At one point it says to love with all your heart. What that means is don't be obsessed with your passions where you forget about God's heart or the love of life. Yeah. And that means, when you just love one person, such as your wife or husband, then you only get caught up in showing love to your family. So you forget about the whole world. That's not true love. That becomes an egotistical love, where you cast everybody else out in everything. And that is up to someone's own interpretation. Yeah. When someone thinks they love somebody, that's not always true. You actually have to feel this love. Hello, Melissa. That's okay, Raquel Noons. Yeah. You know, everyone's welcome in here. Yeah. And I have love for everybody. And we all should have this. Yeah. Yeah. And we can't hate someone or reject someone because their idea or viewpoint. Yeah. I don't judge a book by its cover because some of the best books have no cover at all. Yeah. The most loving and nice people, they're usually people who went through something and that suffered. Not that it's a good thing, or more so a bad thing that they suffered. It's a good thing. But, yeah, you never know who's going to give you wisdom. That's why thou shalt not judge. Pretty simple. But obviously it's harder to put into play. That's why we just have to watch our mind. The more we watch it, the more we pay attention, then we won't have these quick judgments. Some of them happen so quick, people don't even know what they're saying. They kind of just parrot words they remember. Phrases. Hi, how are you doing? Good, see ya. You could say God bless you, and it just runs one ear at the other. Also known as autopilot. Yeah. But some of the most loving and nicest people, yeah, it has nothing to do with their looks. And if someone is loving and nice, it will show up in their traits. If someone is angry, a lot of the time, a lot of their life, they're going to have, especially a woman, they're going to have slanted eyebrows. They're kind of going to be like crooked. So the thoughts you think about, they actually show up physically. This is why they painted the Baphomet. They sometimes give the devil horns. Not that he was necessarily born with horns, but through his personal traits, it grew out of he was acting like an animal. So it expressed in the horns. Okay? There's also a great game called Fable. I actually liked it. Was a pretty good game. But when you would steal off of somebody or hurt someone, you would develop evil traits. Yeah. And it's the same thing when someone's angry. They're always pretty much going to have tight shoulders. You're not going to see it if they have a lot of clothing on. Or if they even have a shirt on, you might not see it. Because when we're relaxed, then we're with God. We're content. Because one, He's going to lead us. And everything's okay by that. Yeah, but when someone's angry, the aura around them is angry. You can't hide it. You can see it in their eyes. They're literally giving off angry vibrations. You may not see the vibrations. You'll feel it. Yeah. Can't fake who you are, really. Unless other people can't, feel or see. And also someone's facial expressions. If someone's angry for a long time, they're just gonna look like it. You know what I mean? It's they're probably gonna look like this. If they're miserable, they'll be like 50. It's hard for me to do it because I'm not in that state. I've realized this. But if you ever see like a 50-year-old, they could have a bunch of money, had a bunch of experiences, maybe even have a loving family, maybe. But they're like this. That's saying they're stuck in their mind. That's causing them to be miserable. In the grooves of your face, that it happens over time. Okay, so even if you do become happy, you're gonna have to it's gonna take a long time to undo the grooves. Okay. That's a great one, though. You can see the evil in the eyes of people. They usually become dark, as in the soul has been covered up. What is theology, or what is that to you? Yeah. Yeah, someone said that Duck Dynasty. Yeah. Well, the eyes do cover. There are, you can see into the soul. Okay, this is why people shield their eyes, even if they're free or enlightened. And when you look someone else in the eyes, you're also in a way giving them energy. So, yeah. Yeah, the way their pupil dilates. Yeah. I mean, it's all over. It's just it's their whole aura. Again, we pretty much know the aura is real. Yeah. It's the life giving off of the state that you're in. Yeah. But someone asked the question, why Christ personally? Well, again, it's pretty much what I grew into. Okay? And again, you don't have to believe in Christ. There's obviously other people that don't. And that's has nothing to do with me. There's people that don't believe in God. Hey. And then there's other cultural beliefs. So I do believe in God for sure. More importantly, I feel him, so it's not another way to go about this, and a way I go about it is it's also life. They are one of the same. You can still feel the very life you are. And this was going on all of my life. Okay? When I was younger, I was just playing it out. And I wasn't aware of it. Okay? And it's going on with everybody. You could still feel God. all the time, too. It's literally always there. It is life itself. But when people refer to God, they refer to all of life. You have that life inside of you. It's actually living. And it's all running through you. So you could say you have a miniature of God in you, like you have his love inside of you. Okay? I know people don't like to call themselves God, because what people are referring to, I understand this. God, they refer to everything. That's why when people say, oh, I am God, not in their terms, if that makes sense. It's beyond the terms anyway, So, yeah. And yes, a lot of their teachings, I've used some of their teachings. Yeah. And I do agree. A lot of them are similar. And again, we can't crucify a similar teaching, or if not the same teaching. Like, we're not meant to do that, Because the number one is to love. Okay? It's basically a universal teaching. So I don't agree with some of the things Christians do. I don't agree with Mr. Sandusky at Penn State. You think I agree with that? If you know who that is. I don't agree with the priest touching. You know who. And I don't agree with mega churches that are just, built off of greed. Yeah. So but that's a good question, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. We talk about that for a long time, though. You're not supposed to love animals. That's what you can think, and it's fine. Yeah, I mean, yeah, people are gonna Ismail. People are gonna make fun of Christianity. They're gonna mock it, which they're trying to mock you basically. And you got to understand the whole world. When you're not feeling good, and you're feeling negative, you want to evoke emotion out of somebody. What's up, boss? You want to cause them a reaction. Don't fall for this BS. Don't feed into people's negativity. That's If you can just stay clear and just not react to all whatever's going on, you'll be fine. Everything that you perceive is basically a reaction to the external world. And it's either good or it's bad, how you feel about it. If you always choose a positive feeling, then you're just going to live a great life. Yeah, people, I mean, when you eat for nutrition and vital life force, when you eat meat, you're getting love. I mean, you have to love the food because it's sustaining you. So, but again, I can't control people's thinking. Everyone's really a free thinker. Yeah. More importantly, if you've ever seen an animal such as the squirrel that I just had on camera, and when you name an animal, you're just identifying it. It's really just there. It's not an animal. It's just just there. But when I seen my chickens and when I see them just sit down, there's just something in me that just feels so beautiful about it. It's beyond words. Okay? And you have to see this as it is. Okay? And that's how you feel this love intrinsically. Because it's not being objective in your mind or having a judgment. I mean, there just is God. I don't believe in. Yeah, I don't believe in another God. So I don't. So that's hard to answer, Galensky. It's not up to me if they don't believe it. It's not a belief. It's feeling the life that you are. You can actually feel this and prove this yourself. Okay? Because there is something sustaining all of this. It's what's keeping you alive. And it has to have a feel of keeping you alive. So it's not up to me who don't believe or feel their life, which it's happening right now. Yeah, it's not. Why I could care less. I mean, what someone believes in. Well, if they don't believe in God, basically, I can't tell you. I can't control that. So, the thing is, to feel this, it's why we are here, and it can be one of the hardest things to do, especially if you build up resistance. You don't love for food. Food sustains your life, though. If you hate it, then you'll consume hate. Yeah. Thank you, Luke Williams. Out of here with that BS. Yeah. Thank you, Renee. To white Europeans. I don't think so. I mean, everyone's welcome to spread their own perspective and to have your own perspective. Hey. Sometimes I squint because I can't see super far away. Yeah. Keening and Peele. I guess so. Yeah, Keenan and Peele was kind of like really. It was kind of like there was like no flavor to it. It was, yeah. The, it was so like ordinary that it was just like okay. I mean, it's not. Yeah, he's not a powerful jerk or a complete jerk. But you're welcome to have that thought. Yeah, Lucifer was an angel at one point. It's true. Yeah. But regardless of whoever said that, I love wind chimes. Yeah, Katrina, you asked for information you might regret. Suffering exists because free will exists. Yeah. It's I do agree with that. Evil would be again, it'd be get you feel what is right. It's simply again, that intuition or God directing you. When you don't choose that, or maybe you sign something to go against that, it, you feel wrong about it. So then you automatically block the love. Good morning. Good morning, boss. So only you can block the love. Um, your free will is to either go the way you're being told and guided to go. You can go any way, but you feel this for a reason. Okay? So we talked about free will really yesterday, and we're about to be getting out of here soon. Yeah, I could talk about that. That's like a deep one again, but I do agree with that. Yeah, Melissa, love is the greatest. Yeah, it's if you love your life, you're gonna do everything just fine. It's just gonna come out of you. You're gonna love the stuff you do. You're gonna become you're gonna be in loving places. You know, loving things are gonna happen to you. It's like attracts like, and then you won't have to deal with BS. Um, you won't have to deal with thinking, "Am I wrong?" Because you feel love. You know? And then you give love to everybody and everything. That's the most successful life you could live. Yeah. Beyond money. You got kicked out by Archangel Michael. Yeah. Yeah. See ya. God bless you all. Yeah, we're going to be in here for just a little bit more. God isn't loving. He just is love. And you simply tap into the vault or the bank. If you could feel your very being, again, it's not a thought, but you can use your thoughts to command you there, because the thoughts are not a feeling. It's just a command center. And you can change them at any time. But if you could feel your life right now, you would just explode. It's such a deep feeling, but it's also very subtle. It's in the silence. You know? And that's all there really is. If you just go and stare in a forest, there's no anger there. There's no resistance. There's no subjects. There's no judgments there. The flow of life is just happening. And the only reason you don't have love is because there's something you're resisting. Mostly everybody does it, so. But again, if you could feel the aliveliness that you are, it's literally the peak of reality. Anytime we think about something, anytime we do something, we actually want to feel it. We don't want to think about it. Okay, so we actually want to feel it. It's why we do anything. But the feeling of anything, we feel it from the inside of us. This is the whole trick to reality. Hello, E7. Yeah. I mean, if he took the keys of death, that basically sounds like God himself. Which, thank you, NRG. When people get smarter, things are going to get stupider. The world is backwards for us to play it forwards, push it forward. It's for us to play with it. So, yeah, we're basically just undoing everything that's backwards. Yeah. Quack, quack. Hello, leaf. It's nature, yeah. Let's see if someone said something. Sorry. Hello, Sideshow Bob. Keep coming back, folks. Yeah, fascism and racism, it's just dividers. You think God is watching over this man? First of all, I'm watching myself. And I'm very aware of the feeling that I give out. Yeah. And God is watching everybody. For he is everything. So, regardless, even if I say that he's not everything, that's just a belief and a concept. Yeah. doesn't take away that everything is already here. We just can't see the underlying vibrations, which would be a feeling of love. Point to me, 3 points back to you. Thank you. Uh, well, I'd love to meet your youngest son. And hopefully he grows up to be a beautiful soul. The, the kids, the more love their parents give them, or their guardians, even their environment, then they're going to grow up to be the best they can be. I'm doing pretty good though. Point to me, 3. I'm getting better every day. You know, I love, really refining my life and what I do for people. Just trying to give better explanations and different perspectives. And to hear everybody else's. Hey, boss. Have a blessed day. There's someone's comment I wanted to see. Oh, thank you, D. I appreciate that. Yeah, God bless the whole world. Don't stay in hate. You don't want to stay in that. Stop with the outside and the division. Yeah. That's keeping you away from what's really you. See, when you separate yourself, when you say I'm better, or even if you have an idea that divides you, you are an unlimited being. But then you have a belief or an idea that limits you. Okay? So, if your idea, you resist something or you hate something, whether it's derogatory, racism, you divide yourself from the unlimited being you are. Therefore, you're going to feel limited. You're not going to feel all of this. See? Obviously. And then you're going to feel negative. Because the belief can be a false representation. Thank you, MK. That's true, Cody. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, thank you, Carol. I mean, that makes me blush. I hope we're all set free. It's why we came here after all. Yeah. That's fine. Noons. I don't know how to say that. Where is that name from? Raquel. Oh, Renee, I'm so glad. Yeah. Depression is actually, it may seem bad at the time, but it's actually an opportunity for happiness and actually other opportunities. So, yeah, I'm sorry about that you were in that state. and anyone's able, anyone can leave a comment on like a video, and you always can feel free to email me. So again, don't see me as, yeah, just see me as a best friend or a brother. Yeah. Yeah, I understand that, Cody, what you said about sin. Thank you, Everett Walker. God is definitely human. Yeah. Well, first of all, God is going to give you for what you need. Life is going to give you what you need, Juju, for you to wake up. He's all doing it so you can realize God and so you can feel the life inside of you. It's everything's a wake-up call. It's and it's a reminder. Yeah. He also, if you can't necessarily feel him and you're not following maybe the best path he's directing you in, such as the cancer scenario, he wants to test your faith. He's always testing you. He wants you to show it. You know? It's not that he's giving you love. He is already here, and his love is already here. We have to give him love. We have to match his frequency, and then we are allowed to feel his love. Because it's already here. Yeah. It's not like I have to go and travel to get God's love. Yeah. You just have to basically allow it. Yeah. It's natural. All right. Well, how are you going to match a God frequency? You simply become love. Yeah. That's what God is. The feel of love. He's so vast, though. He's not limited to just one person or one human body. His love is so grand, and that's what we're trying to get to. We want to be filled with that love. God is in the radio towers. First of all, you can't see that, and that's just an offshoot of God, you could say. It's a but can God be anything? Everything comes from perfection. It all comes from non-judgment, and everything comes from God. So negativity, Lucifer, the fallen angel, and even the devil, whatever, they all came from the place of God. Everything has to. Hate is just a lower frequency, a limiting experience of love. because no one wants to feel hate. And hate is generated by the mind. Okay? But you match God's frequency by loving everything you do, every moment, every life around you. And yeah. But I'll see all you guys later. Yes, you're right, Cody. Thank you, Carol. Melissa. Quack, quack. NRG. Mystical Rock Hounding. Oscar. I appreciate everyone's comments. You know, all your viewpoints. I hope you guys have a lovely weekend. You can even do this we'll leave with one thing. You can do this. Hate something. Think about something you hate. I can't visibly show you. Stay on that for just like 30 seconds, a minute. Do it after the live. Right after. And then once you feel the hate generated from your thought, okay, then think about something you love. But you have to really mean it. You can't, I love it, I'm just going to do it. No. Focus on something you love. So you actually feel it for 30 seconds to a minute. Okay? That feel is from God and God himself. And you're gonna feel you're gonna feel the difference. I'm not gonna have to explain it to you. You're gonna feel so much better. Yeah. And just try it. You can do it multiple times. I can't. Okay. So you can leave a comment and tell me about it. It's very simple, but it's also very profound. You can't resist the love. You'll see that it's a different feel. And then you can stay with that feel for the rest of your life. Everything else is material. That's true. Hello, Stephen. I love you too, Renee. And I love all you guys. My love doesn't stop for no one. But I can't, I also can't force people to feel this love and be receptive of it. And I don't expect to love back. I don't expect nothing. I can only give love. Yeah, I came on late today for this live. I had a crazy morning, but tomorrow in the morning, 7 a.m. Eastern time is what I'm coming back. Okay. Thanks for being here. And thanks for all you do. Thanks for all the lives you lived, as in your life, and all the stuff you made it through. even outside of the live stream. Thank you, Robert. I mean, it's not me. All there is truth. All there is truth. Hey, I appreciate that though. I'll see. It's 1:30 a.m. Sorry. I'm glad you made it, Luke Williams. I'll see all you guys later though. I love all you guys. Hey.